Hello and welcome to New Mexico Rising. My name is Dan. Each and every week, I try to bring celebrities and people of who's who from all across the country to talk to me right here about cool things we can do right here in New Mexico. A little later in the show, I talk to someone who deals with slime balls pretty much on a daily basis.
Because at the time it was just like a green goo.
And if you're getting ready for back to school, I got some tips and tricks.
Okay, so when it comes to parents, I know that a lot of times we're thinking about trying to create screen-free experiences.
All right here on New Mexico Rising. Well, the end of summer may be in sight, and many of us are still looking for ways to help extend that summer fun, just a little bit longer. So joining us now to keep us going for these wonderful summer days are tips from lifestyle expert Christine Bibbo Herr. How are you, Christine? How are you?
Hi, I am well, thanks. How are you?
Doing okay. I'm a little sad. I'm a little depressed, and not because of anything that you've done. It's just the fact that summer days are ending, and I just really need to make the most out of the last few weeks of summer. How can I do that, my friend?
Yes, I'm right there with you. There's still a little bit of time left to celebrate and to enjoy summer, and that goes hand in hand with hydration, because it's felt like one continuous heat wave this summer with all the heat and humidity, and that's when it's really important to hydrate, because our bodies really need to regulate, and staying hydrated helps support our brain function and our mood. So one way I love to stay hydrated is with Ultima passion fruit electrolytes. They mix right into your water, so they're easy for summer, perfect for on the go, and they taste delicious. They have six trace minerals, to keep you hydrated, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and 0 calories. So they work great with a keto, vegan, and low-carb diet. Not to mention all the flavors taste absolutely amazing.
Do you have any advice for people looking to have outdoor fun for the rest of the summer?
Oh, yes. I am all about outdoor activities, from running, biking, hiking, you name it, I'm there. But there are a few pesky interruptions that we can get, and that's the mosquitoes, to really put a damper on our outdoor fun. But what we don't realize is that prevention is the best protection when it comes to mosquitoes and also ticks. So Off Clean Feel is a fragrance-free, non-sticky repellent that feels good on your skin, and it won't damage your clothing. And the trick to applying bug spray is you want to use it before the mosquitoes actually start to bite. So this lasts for up to 8 hours, and you could spray it on right before you head out the door and enjoy the rest of your day without any pesky interruptions.
I have been losing it all morning. I've been battling mosquitoes right here in the studio. So every so often you'll see one flying around. I'm slapping at it. So I might need some of that spray in here, Christine. All right.
Yes, give it a try.
Do you have any tips for some summer entertaining? Because I might be throwing a party soon, and I want all my friends in the backyard. What can I do to impress them a little bit?
That's the best part of summer: pool parties, cookouts, and there's still plenty of celebrating left to do with Labor Day coming up. And nothing says summer fun and summer party like ice cream cakes. They're a go-to in my house. Everybody loves them, and they're so convenient because you just pop them right in the freezer and you have a fuss-free dessert. And there's delicious flavors. I love the cakes from I Love Ice Cream Cakes. You can see they have Oreo ice cream cake, Carvel strawberry crunchy cake, and the kids love the Carvel cookie dough cake. You could pop them right, you find them in your grocery freezer, or go to iloveicecreamcakes.com to find out a location near you. They are delicious.
I love that.
Everybody does.
With the summer winding down, time was of the essence. Do you have any tips to help manage our time for the rest of this summer?
Yes, I mentioned pool parties earlier, and they are a big part of summertime fun, but cleaning that pool can be a tedious task, even though it's very important to get rid of the leaves and the buildup and particles that add up in your pool. So I've got a time-saving hack for you. Instead of manually cleaning your pool this summer, leave the work to Aiper Seagull Pro Pool Cleaner. It's completely cord, hose, and hassle-free, and it systematically cleans your pool in just 3 hours. So it's going to be energy efficient because it puts less strain on the pool's filter system. And it's great for pool owners to stop worrying about cleaning their pool and to spend more time having fun in it for these last few weeks of summer.
If I got something clean in my pool, I welcome the robot uprise. That is perfect. Yes. I'm down with that. Where can we go for more information on any of this, Christine?
Sure. For this and more, you can go to my site, nycpretty.com.
Well, thank you for joining me this morning and keeping us cool with that pool this summer.
Thank you.
You know, many parents will be checking out the latest technology and apps to get kids ready to go back to school and maybe get something new for their office. And here to help is tech experts and social media influence. We have Mr. Albert Lawrence. How are you? And I don't know why I said influence. I meant influencer. But Albert Lawrence is here.
Look,
he is the creator of Get Your Gadgets streaming on Amazon, and he's worked on programs for the Television Academy Foundation and the United Negro College Fund that inspire students to consider tech careers. Albert is a hero, and I brought him on our show to hang out with us this morning. Albert, how are you, buddy?
Dan, I'm good. I'm blushing slightly from that introduction, but I hope that I can live up to your hero status today.
Good. That's what I'm here for, to try to build those people up that are doing great things in the community all across the country. So you're one of them, all right? I'm calling you out to say that you are an amazing human, and I brought you here to talk about it, all right?
Appreciate you.
Now he's like blushing even more. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to just kiss your butt for the next few minutes, and everyone's going to be like, this is awkward. Yes, that's my show. All right, so why is it important to keep up with new tech trends, my friend?
Oh my goodness, Dan, as I try to focus on you now, dude. Like, one of the good things about tech trends is that they're exciting, but one of the tough things is that every year it feels as though what was cool last year has now been outdated. And so we've always got to reconfigure and figure out what works best for us. And especially, I know that you're familiar with AI, with artificial intelligence. Because of that, there's so many digital tools that are at our fingertips, but I'm just here in order to try to help us to figure out what might work for us, especially as we head on into this back to school season.
Well, of course I'm knowing all about AI. All my scripts are AI. None of this is real. It's just the robot overlords using my voice to talk back to you. That's what's going on.
We've gotten really proficient, yeah.
All right, what's hot when it comes to the new apps that you guys got?
So one of the cool things that I love about apps, specifically this app, is that I've got a free one for you. This is Adobe Express. As you're heading back on into the classroom, looking for something that's fast, a go-to solution for creating anything, whether we're talking about science fair posters, maybe you're talking about social studies infographics, maybe flashcards, but so much more. And as a creative guy, I know that sometimes when you're looking for new ideas, it can be hard to start from scratch. Adobe Express helps us not to have to start from scratch. And the great thing is, when we're thinking about teachers who teach from K through 12 can actually tap on into this for free as well. So that's major.
All right, that sounds good. I use Adobe for pretty much everything here in the studio. So Adobe Express is also a good app. All right, what are some of the new innovations for parents to consider?
Okay, so when it comes to parents, I know that a lot of times we're thinking about trying to create screen-free experiences for our kids, but they can still learn from things. So StoryPod is the perfect companion for kids. You're looking at it right now. This is not just a cute little setup on here. This is a robust learning experience. It's great for building the brains, but it all uses an audio player right here, okay? So StoryPod is the key to a joyful and successful back-to-school journey. You see that you can find all different additional pieces, all that fit whatever it is that your child is trying to learn, and you can let this grow with your child as they continue to age on up because the content is just that dynamic.
That sounds good. Do you have any time-saving ideas for the families that are a little bit busier?
Of course, because Dan, until you invent a way for us to add some more minutes to the clock, I know that it's going to be tough for us to save as much time as possible. So DoorDash has stepped on in, and they are figuring out a way for us. DoorDash launched its first ever immersive back-to-school hub. This features A+ selections on school supplies, lunch staples, and even more. You can get up to 30% off at your favorite retailers, and you can actually save yourself a few steps so that you don't have to go on down to the market, you don't have to go on down to the local retailer and stand with our great fellow humans. You can just do all your stuff from home.
All right, that sounds quite dashing. What about suggestions for, I know, you got my dumb puns, all right. How about suggestions for setting up a place to study, my friend?
Well, Dan, look, it comes down to lighting a lot of times when we're thinking about how to create a great space, a great ambiance. So if you look next to me right here, here's a great way for you to create the perfect environment. Sync Dynamic Effects Neon Shape Lights. Whoa, right? These are innovative lights. You can bend them, you can shape them, you can create unique wall art. You can see in this video right here, they're creating moons and stars, designs, words. Plus, you can also have light shows go on with this. You can set up your music syncing so that you can let this dance around with your music. Great for dorm rooms, bedrooms, or study spaces. They're all controlled by the popular Sync mobile app, and you can pick these on up over on Lowe's.com.
I'm down to get some of those for studios for a bad morning TV show. I wonder which one. Yeah. All right, Al. Albert, where can we go for more information? Where can I buy all this stuff? Because you got some good stuff actually today. That's good.
Yeah. You can head on over to tipsontv.com.
All right. My bosses aren't going to be too happy when I'm saying this is a bad TV show on this thing. But hey, they didn't hear it from me, all right? They heard it from, this guy Albert was like,
Albert said it.
Yeah, I'll blame you. Is that all right?
It's fine. I'll take the hit.
All right. Sounds good. Well, thanks for joining us, Albert, and we'll chat with you soon.
Thanks, Dad.
It's that time of year where parents are breaking a sweat thinking about that back-to-school scramble. That includes busy schedules, extracurricular activities, and a lot of shopping. But today, we have Emmy Award-winning television host and lifestyle expert, Marissa Brandy, who is bringing us a few favorite ways to prepare for another school year. Welcome to the show, Marissa. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks so much for having me. And yes, I'm partnering with a few of my favorite brands to help make this transition smoother than ever for parents. I know we need it.
All right. So, families with elementary through high school children are projected to spend an average about like $900 on back to school items this year. How do we get started and how do we save a little money? And how do we choose the best of the best to make it easier for our lives?
All important questions. And let's start with shoes, right? We know that our kids' feet grow so quickly. So I love having a one-stop destination that you can shop for the whole family in one place. And you can do that with Famous Footwear. Not only do they have the brands we know and love, like Nike, Crocs, Doc Martens, New Balance, Adidas, just to name a few, but they also have these brands and bring them to us at a great value, which is so important for families. They have a wide selection of styles and trends to choose from. And something that stands out to me as a mom is the Famous for the Perfect Fit. So when you're shopping in store, make sure to seek out one of the Famous Footwear sizing experts who can really help ensure that your kids have the perfect fit for this new school year. Really important to make sure that that fit is great. And you can do that at any of the 900 Famous Footwear stores nationwide or online at famousfootwear.com.
It's not about just looking good. It's also about feeling good. How do we keep our families healthy and happy, during this chaotic and busy time of the year?
It's a really high energy time of year. So we do need to make sure that everyone has the nutrients they need. I'm always looking for the latest and greatest ways to do that. And one brand, Mary Ruth's, offers high quality supplements for the whole family, which is so fantastic. And the best place to shop for Mary Ruth's is at the Vitamin Shop or vitaminshop.com. It's the leading destination for lifelong wellness. And Mary Ruth's #1 product is their liquid morning multivitamin. It's made with minerals, amino acids, and multiple essential vitamins. But what's so great is that this is formulated for ages 1 through adult. It's sugar-free and vegan as well. And I love knowing that one product covers my whole household to really help support all of that wellness that we need this time of year. I also love Mary Ruth's organic vitamins for kids with postbiotics made with berry and cherry. And they have a nighttime liquid multi-mineral, a coconut option that helps support sleep and healthy bones. Again, check it out at vitaminshop.com.
And a majority of back-to-school shoppers are searching out deals, and they're also trying to prioritize their budget. How can families manage their finances and pay for this year's items that they must have?
That's the big question, right? Whether the budget is robust or conservative, the question becomes, how do we pay? And so this is where the Afterpay app comes in. This is one of the leading buy now, pay later platforms. And how it works is Afterpay partners with thousands of brands to offer shoppers interest-free installment payments that allow them to shop now for those back-to-school essentials and then pay over time without the worry of interest or revolving debt that come when you pay by credit. So this is really a great budgeting tool that offers you flexibility to get what you need and pay for it how you want. You can use Afterpay in-store or online, and the app is really a one-stop shop. You can go into the app and search for steals and deals through different brands. It's really easy to get started. Just download the Afterpay app.
Well, thank you, Marissa. Where can we go for more information and also follow you on social media?
Well, thank you. Yeah, just head to my website. It's marissabrainy.com. Check out my blog, and I'm at mbrainy on Instagram.
Well, thanks for joining me, Marissa.
Thanks so much. Have a great day.
You've probably recently been hearing about something called Ozempic. You know, many people have been asking their doctors to see if it'll help them lose weight. And for those of you wanting to try something different, there's something that people are calling nature's Ozempic. And today we have pharmacist Sherry Torcos with another option into weight loss. Welcome to the show, Sherry. How are you?
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me. I'm doing well.
All right. I guess there's something else called berberine. Why is this becoming a little popular, and what is this?
Yeah, so berberine is actually a compound that's found in various plants, including barberry. And it's not new. It's been around for thousands of years, but it's been under a lot of attention lately because it is being touted as comparable to Ozempic. In that it can help with weight loss, blood sugar control, insulin sensitivity, as well as helping with cholesterol. But there are some distinct differences between berberine and Ozempic.
All right, I'm kind of a skeptic, but you're the pharmacist. Is there any research that's showing like the benefits of berberine?
Yes, in fact, there are a number of clinical studies that have looked at berberine and evaluated its potential therapeutic effects. Most recently, I came across a meta-analysis, which is a review where they looked at 18 clinical studies on berberine. And the authors concluded in this report that berberine does indeed help with obesity. It helps with blood sugar control, insulin sensitivity, and it also helps with cholesterol, lowering the bad LDL cholesterol and raising the good HDL cholesterol. So I would say there is good science behind berberine. One of the drawbacks, though, of berberine is that it's not very well absorbed by the body. It has low bioavailability. And manufacturers that make supplements of berberine have addressed this by creating a phytosome, a berberine phytosome, which allows better absorption in the body. In fact, increases absorption bioavailability by about 9.6 times. So that's pretty significant.
And we all know that sugar is kind of bad for our health and kind of can destroy our lives. What can we do to curb sugar cravings? Because I'm doing my best to be as sugar-free as possible.
Right. It's not always easy when you like sugar and have a sweet tooth. Berberine, thankfully, though, is something that it's a tool that can help with sugar cravings because it does help to stabilize blood sugar levels and improve insulin sensitivity. Some other things that you can do from a lifestyle perspective to help with those sugar cravings would be to try to eat foods that are processed more slowly into sugar in your system. So stay away from the quick release carbs, things like white flour, white bread products. Stay away from sugar if you can, and choose the high fiber multigrain seeds and nut breads and things like that, beans, legumes. More soluble fiber will help foods that you eat break down more slowly into sugar, and that in turn is going to help to curb those sugar cravings.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the sugar and what it does to you. All right, what is the best way to rev up a sluggish metabolism?
So there are a few things that you can do to crank up that metabolism. Berberine as well does have a positive effect on metabolic health. It does help to improve metabolism. It helps to reduce body fat storage and increase the body's ability to break fats down. So it does have a positive effect in that area. You can also do certain exercises to increase your metabolism, in particular weight training exercises. So using hand weights or machines or your own body weight as resistance, that will help to improve your lean muscle mass. The more muscle you have, the more calories you'll burn. And so that is a proven way to increase your metabolism. The other thing you can do is intermittent fasting. And that requires going for a period of, say, 8, 10, or even 12 hours without eating any food. Usually we do this in the evening. So if you can have your last meal at 6, no nighttime snacking, have a long period of fasting, that has a positive effect on your metabolism as well.
And what about gut health? How does that impact our ability to lose weight?
Well, it's really fascinating because researchers have found that the balance of bacteria in our gut and our digestive tract does impact our ability to lose weight, as well as play a role in the regulation of various hormones and chemicals that are also involved in weight management. So there's a bacteria that's natural to our gut called Akkermansia. And studies have found that if you have low levels of this beneficial bacteria called Akkermansia, it correlates with problems with weight management and overall metabolic health. The good news is that berberine helps to increase levels of this Akkermansia, this positive bacteria, And the researchers believe that that is one of the mechanisms by which berberine does help with weight management.
All right, Sherry, where can we go for more information and learn about this?
So you can check out my website. I've posted a blog all about berberine, the health benefits, also some tips on choosing supplements, because I mentioned earlier, when you're looking for a supplement, you want to look for the phytosome. And I know Enzymedica is a company that has a really good berberine phytosome. So if you check out my website, I have information posted there. It's sherrytorkis.com.
Sherry Torkis, thanks for joining me this morning.
Thanks for having me.
It's time to get ready for a new school year, which means you'll start to see school buses hitting the streets in your neighborhood. And for many districts, the ride to school has never been better thanks to clean and affordable energy options. Here to discuss how we can make the ride to school the best it can be is Tucker Perkins, President and CEO of the Propane Education and Research Council. Welcome to the show, Tucker.
Dan, it's just great to be with you, and we're going to have a great conversation today.
How important is it that our school districts invest in clean school buses?
Well, I don't know that anything is more important than the health of a child, and I think every child deserves to have this clean, safe, healthy ride to school. That's not what they get when they go to school in a diesel-powered school bus, a bus of the past, the way we went to school years ago. They get that when they go to school in a propane-powered school bus. That's better for the child, it's better for the community, and much better for the environment.
If we rode in a propane bus, would we notice a difference compared to the diesel buses we kind of remember?
Well, if you rode in a propane-powered school bus, you would immediately notice two differences. The first off, you step on the bus, it smells clean, it feels fresh and modern. Think about that cloud of black smoke we all see that comes from the tailpipe, and we now know what's in that cloud of black smoke. Harmful irritants that create bronchitis and asthma, respiratory distress in children. When you choose propane, that cloud of black smoke is gone. When the bus pulls away, the next thing you would notice is you can easily converse with your friend. You can talk with the driver and the driver with you. And teachers tell us that children that come to school in a propane-powered school bus arrive calmer because the bus ride was quieter. They're ready to learn earlier in the day than other children. It's a great way to start your day, cleaner and quieter.
Beyond the benefits to students, are these buses better for the environment?
Well, they're much better for the environment. Remember, I talked about that cloud of black smoke is gone. And inside that cloud of black smoke are a host of pollutants that are bad for children, bad for us all, bad for the plants and animals that are in our community. And lastly, they reduce the impact on the climate change, reduce CO. So they're better for the climate, better for our health, and better for the earth.
What are the benefits to the school district?
Yeah, rarely do you get all the things we've just described and not have to pay more. These buses only cost the same as a diesel bus today, and then the operating cost is half that of a diesel bus, half the cost. So you are able to save money as a school district when you choose a propane-powered school bus.
Are there ways schools can pay for cleaner buses?
Yeah, the Environmental Protection Agency has created a fund, $5 billion, to help school districts transition from older, dirty diesel buses to modern propane-powered school buses. $5 billion available to them today.
What can parents do to make that happen?
And when parents want to learn more, we've created a website, betterourbuses.com. Betterourbuses.com. They can learn the facts, they can learn how to engage and where to engage.
When entering into a life of crime, it's not crime? What do you... It's slime? I thought this was like a life of crime for kids. No, it's a life of slime for kids. Oh, that really changes the interview today. Okay, well, if you're entering into a life of slime, sometimes you got to get your hands a little dirty. And today we have the queen of the life of slime, Miss Karina Garcia, who is with a new book, The Slime Shop. Hello, Karina. How are you?
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
I'm glad that you're here on the show today. You're a massive content creator online. You've created this whole like slime world, and you deal with slime balls all day. Can you tell me about this life that you work with?
Yeah, so, I started doing YouTube videos in 2015, started with DIYs and got into slime. It was just going to be another DIY video. I was like, you know what? I'm taking this Pinterest recipe because at the time it was just like a green goo. I started adding different stuff to it, started experimenting with it. And the kids were loving it. I mean, the videos were going crazy. And eventually I just kind of became like the slime queen. And I wrote some slime books, you know, I wrote slime recipe books. But recently I just wrote my newest book, which is Slime Shop, and it's actually a graphic novel. So it was so much fun to, you know, make a fictional story. It was a lot of fun, and I think the kids are gonna love it.
Yeah, I was thumbing through this, and it's really cute. I like all the characters. I like the design of this, and it's basically a bunch of like slime balls that have kind of come to life in your slime shop, and they're these sentient beings getting shipped off to different places across the country. Like, as an influential like content creator, you have a massive online audience. How does it feel like transitioning from like just creating the online content to writing like a physical book? What were some of the challenges and rewards of this entire process?
I mean, it's amazing. I never thought that I would write an actual graphic novel, so I'm so excited to put my foot into that world. You know, like I said, I've done slime recipe books in the past, which was really easy because I was making a bunch of slime at home. But when it came to writing a book, I'm so happy to have partnered with HarperCollins, which is our publishers, and we partnered with Kevin Panetta and Nikki Smith, which are amazing writers and illustrators. You know, with me, I wrote the outline, and I knew what I wanted the story to be, what I wanted the characters to be, but I had never written like a book before like this. So partnering with them, you know, made the perfect team, and we brought the book to life. And I'm so happy to have worked with them because it's perfect. I love how it came out.
And I know collaboration and community engagement for your audience is really crucial for your presence. How did you involve your audience, or did you in any way while writing the Slime Shop? And how did your online community just influence the book's content overall?
Mm-hmm. So I actually got, inspiration from kids that I meet over the years. You know, throughout my career, I've met so many kids that have slime shops. Like, they'll be making slime and selling it at school. And funny enough, even if I have my shop and I do all the slime and stuff, me as a character, I'm actually not in the book. I wanted kids to see the book and see themselves in the characters. You know, it's just 3 fictional characters. It's 3 kids making slime at home. And then when they leave, the slimes come to life. So it's a fun book. And really, I feel like my audience is the ones that inspired me to write this story.
Well, thank you very much for that. Where can we follow you on social media so we can follow your future endeavors and your content and all the other good stuff? Where can we follow you?
I'm just Karina Garcia on YouTube, Instagram, everywhere.
Well, Karina, thanks for hanging out with me this morning. And check it out, Slime Shop. Pick it up. It's available now on Amazon and anywhere books are sold. And go pick it up because, it's a fun, cute read for you and your kids.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you for joining me this morning. And that's it for New Mexico Rising. If you want to be part of the show, just email me, newmexicorising@gmail.com. Please make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook. That's New Mexico Rising. And that's it for the show this week. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us. Until next week, that was New Mexico Rising.